Okay, so we are going to be making our soil blocks today. We got our soil blocker. We got all of our ingredients. We're going to be mixing our compost and we found some organic compost finally, and we're going to be mixing our peona soil that we got from a local nursery that is a Colorado soil, which is great. And this is Molly.
Hi.
Molly and Molly. This is my planting buddy, and we're going to be doing this adventure together. So you'll probably see a lot of her face this spring and summer, and a lot of my hands probably.
Wish us luck.
So we're going to start our mixing and get started. So this is our compost, and we are sifting it through our handy dandy sifter.
It's really warm.
Oh, sweet. See, we can stick our hands in there and warm up.
Yeah, sure can.
It's really cold today.
Oh, this is messier
Is it
than
working?
I don't know.
Oh, whoa.
I know.
It's super warm. Oh, yeah, this will warm your hands up. That's crazy.
I know.
This is fresh compost right off the pile, and it's hot. Feels like a mud bath.
Good thing it's animal or plant ones.
We got the plant-based compost because we weren't sure what we needed. Oh yeah, that's a lot of.
Yeah.
So we can throw that in the bigger bucket.
Okay.
Yeah, she had the one that I watched. She had like over the wheelbarrow. And
Oh.
She was just like pouring it in there.
That's probably better.
There's
Are they
gotta be
supposed to
more-
be this fine?
The mesh?
Yeah.
They said pretty thin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So maybe we just have to rub it. There was a guy. We were watching some guy. He had a.
Here's this just in case you don't need it.
We have a little one.
Okay.
He was cooking something in his compost pile.
Oh.
Like it was like in a big
Right.
jar.
Yeah.
And he had this thermometer that was like this long, and he stuck it in there, and it like read the temperature, and it
Yeah.
was like 100 or whatever it was,
Right.
300 and something.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh yeah, that looks good. So then he starts digging. I'm like, what does he do? Like I just figured he was gonna show us something.
Right?
And then he pulls out this jar, and it has like I don't know if it had garlic, like he was roasting garlic or something. And so he pulled it out, and he was looking at it. He's like, oh, could have used a couple more days. And then he like put it back in there and covered it up.
Oh.
I was like,
Well,
what? You can cook in compost?
I think I should have dressed differently.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
In my brain, we were just gonna dump it in there
Right?
and mix it, and it was just gonna be our hands getting dirty.
In my brain, we were working in your house, so I had no idea what to expect.
All right, so that is the compost.
Now we need 2 of those, right?
Now we need 2.
Do we have scissors?
So there.
Do we have something?
So that was 4 gallons of compost, and now we're gonna do 4 gallons of the peat and.
Oh, we're very strong.
Molly is very strong. She works out. Okay, so 2 gallons of that.
It's really like light and
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be.
fluffy.
The only thing that the peonia soil did not have was the blood meal. So we're going to add half a cup of blood meal, mix it up. Then we're going to
Sure.
use our handy dandy stirrer to stir it.
Thanks, London.
Maybe we'll need this side. Then we're going to add the water, and we'll start making our mud. Everybody has a different word for what it should be like oatmeal, squishy mud, like, oh, what was the other one? I can't think of it. Oh, some people said it should look like brownie mix.
Ooh.
Yeah, so gooey but not like dripping. Oh, that looks pretty good. Making it harder or easier?
It's not easy.
Are you thinking, what did I get myself into?
Oh, it'll be good. We'll learn a lot. I feel like it's pretty.
Oh yeah, so they said like if you can grab it
And squeeze water
and
up.
it like it's like that, yeah.
Like sandcastle.
Yeah, maybe.
Stuff.
Still feels like it would be needs a bonding agent, but yeah, I guess if it stays.
Good thing we didn't make a whole batch. We wouldn't be able
I
to
was gonna
stir
say
it.
we wouldn't have been able to stir it. That's true. Good thing we only did
Start
half.
out with half a batch. Try some?
Yeah, you want to try that?
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, you want to be the first one?
I don't know how this thing works.
All right, so,
So-
you literally push it in there and you just wiggle
But
it
up,
back
right?
and forth. Yep. You wiggle it back and forth because you want to compact all the dirt into those cubes.
Okay. And then do I lift it up again or just? go
Yeah,
like
you can
this?
just pick it up and just keep smashing it in there because they didn't get any soil.
Oh.
So you have to like wiggle it around like you're trying to fill up a like Play-Doh thing kind of.
Okay. Now what?
Now pick it up and see if it's still in there. Nope.
Is this supposed to be in the top or the bottom?
The under near.
Really?
Yeah.
And it stays in there?
Well, if you did it right, it's supposed to.
I don't know how else to do it.
I don't either. Or that's the
Are you sure it's supposed to be in there and not in here?
correct. Because then when it's in there, it pushes it out into the tray. Good. It's not coming out.
Okay.
So then we can test it on a tray or we can test it in here to see what it does.
I say we test it on a tray.
Okay.
Why waste a good brand?
True that. Okay, so then we just keep doing that, and we fill up the whole tray.
And next time we wear different clothes.
This is so fun. I wish we were in the sun.
So how else do you do this if you don't have one of these? Do you have to buy those little things?
People would say the benefit of doing this as opposed to the plastic containers is that you're not wasting
Right.
plastic.
But don't you reuse those every year or no?
You can reuse them until
Oh.
they crack and stuff.
Yeah.
But the benefit of this is that when the roots start to grow, in these, as soon as they hit the air, they'll stop growing. The root won't grow anymore.
Oh.
So when it gets to the edge of the block, it'll be
stop.
like there's no
Oh,
dirt, so
okay.
I'm not going to grow. Whereas in pots, the term that people use is they get root bound. So the root
Oh.
continues to grow and then it wraps
Around.
around.
Okay.
So I'm sure you've bought plants where the root is like
Yeah.
completely wrapped around the bottom of it.
Oh.
So these are supposed to prevent that. So as soon as you put these in the ground,
They start growing.
they see the dirt or
Yeah.
there's not air anymore, and
Yeah.
so the root will continue to grow and it's not disturbed.
Oh, okay.
Look, you guys, it's working!
Woohoo!
We are good soil makers.
Yeah, look at us, YouTube.
One tray down. have our seeds, so we just have to read the back. Like some of them you only put one seed.
Oh.
And other ones you can like put 2 or 3. Just
Oh, got it.
because,
Okay.
Let's do,
These are bunching onions.
those are your green onions.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. We can do you can do the green ones in here, and I think I have 2 red ones.
Okay.
So maybe we can do the red ones in
Oh,
here
good
since
idea.
we have
Okay.
double. And then we can
And
do
so
yellow.
it just says 1/2 inch, but it doesn't say how many you put in there. Okay, so these are done. Yeah, these packages are gonna last forever.
Well, and some of these things are you can do spring and fall.
Oh, okay.
So you'll get 2 harvests from them.
Oh, these are pretty. They're like silver.
Whoa.
Do you think they paint them?
They look painted. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, so are we doing 3 in each?
Yeah, 2 to 3.
Okay. What is the white stuff in here?
That is the perlite.
It's perlite.
Apparently it is I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a moisture holder.
Oh, okay.
So like when you water, that's what is supposed to hold the moisture longer,
Oh,
so that
okay.
you don't have to like overwater them.
Right, yeah.
So when you watch the videos, they say like, you see that, they're in their greenhouse or whatever.
Uh-huh.
They're like, yeah, I think I have like 500 seeds in here.
Oh, geez.
So in your brain, you're like, oh my gosh, I could never do that.
Right.
But this is
A lot.
100, almost 200 seeds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's 28 on each
Oh,
tray.
okay. Yeah.
So like now that I have it in perspective,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
like,
oh, that's
oh
not
yeah, that's
that
really
bad.
not that
Yeah.
much.
Right?
But when you watch the videos, you're like, you could never plant that many. Okay, so we finally got all of our seeds in the holes, and we were a few trays short, so we weren't able to plant the herbs yet, but we can do those on our next round when we come back to do the tomatoes and things. We have our yellow onion in here. We have red onion, two species of red onion. We have jalapeno. We have kale, and then we had a seed packet from last year of kale, so we're gonna do those 2 kinds of kale. And here is our green onion, which is also called bunching onion. Who knew? So we have all of those planted. We're gonna have to get them inside into a 60 to 70 degree temperature area. So whether that means I bring them in the house and put them by the heater, or get something set up out here in the shed. That'll be our next step, but looks like it went well. What do you think, Molly?
I think we did a great job. I'm really proud of us.
Yay! Hopefully they grow.